Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rival enters to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with this tool is off the charts. You're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with your fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your competition, dude. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle says him. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the world. Timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solid foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its a message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh my god, what temperature does water boil at? I'm scared. But I chose 100 Celsius because Fahrenheit makes no sense. That's right, but how would you have gotten into his school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need some seasoned this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say? 7! No! I've seen schnauzers with better sense than that, and the miniature kind no less. Now that you got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. 11! How was it? I don't remember, okay? Which state of mind offered the most trust? Damn it. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. I've never done wrong for some dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley's simply stronger or faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? Yes! That's right. That is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? Fuck. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Is this the end? Yup. Game over. God damn it. Before, I did not read that. And your rider was entered to make a dramatic announcement. Okay, it's the same stuff. Okay, let's see if this time I can get them right. Okay, 100. Okay. 11. That's right. Okay. I don't know any of the other answers. At least got some basic stuff going. Gratitude? Yes. Small town where dreams are born. Aroo! Bubbling. Fuck. It was silence? But I got most of them right. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, dude. He's actually cheering you on. which will be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill traditional I didn't even get to read the question. Grr. You're stranded in a desert island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know. Oh, because I'm distracted. You know what? Shouldn't be focused on this challenge. You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the... whatever. He overgot us. What does it have to do with scrambled spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. And the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish in colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough in a sand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes, forever. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have the hands, but dude does, and good chef needs to be touching the dough to know what is properly mixed. That sounds yummy. There was KFC mac and cheese? There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Dude, no! But you're not fast enough and your hands get stuck. It immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that his easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone saw what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a complete dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Dude's injury. Oh shit. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops and he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delight taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to say Dude to do the honor. I was going to ask Dude to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. It's one of those desserts that you pour the stuff on top and it melts. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredient hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two-ways, tender nougat, and pearl blueberry gelée. I don't know how to say that. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, and he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you... As he places a salt-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage. I'm gonna internalize the rage because I'm a lady. A fancy lady. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever? What? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brows, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurrying now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and I arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Is that true? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Mules. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sound like this guy could he really use a hug? Hug him! Hug him! I resolved that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, no labor or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for the past misdeeds. I closed the game. I'm kidding, it's right here. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scar from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster. Borko? It is I. Wait. What was the voice? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fighting at the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there's no hard feeling. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark at night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. Oh my god. I know you're strong in cooking school. Can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I have procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Did that say guile or something else? I don't know what I read. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, dude. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Should I order food? It's already 7. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Does Uber Eats have KFC? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. So you're saying he was born with the goatee? Where is KFC? I mean, I feel like even if I hadn't planned to get KFC, I really want to eat KFC now. 20 to 30 minutes. This is precisely why they made this game. Actually, is my mom in here? I don't remember if she told me that. Let me ask her. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago. Okay. So let's order 2 twists. Combo twister. What is I'm ordering food. Sin tomate. Oh my god, this is more expensive than I thought. Actually, it's done. PayPal. Ooh. Oh, I can't open Discord because this is full screen. Wait, let me finish ordering. KFC is preparing your order. Thank you, KFC. I just peed. Why do I have to pee again? Food porn. That looks delicious. Oh my god, that looks so good. That just made me even more hungry. Right? Like, let me drink in peace. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Is that a giant chicken sculpture statue? Have you... I keep seeing weird shit in this house. Have you been working on any recipe of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish, but I've been tinkering with trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up and he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. I mean to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? No, I'm revealing it. Fuck it. You decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you could talk yourself out of it, you decided to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together, you shout down the creamy slaw until a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire it taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you, Lower Goddess. You realize that you will be the perfect time to do some snooping. No, don't snoop, that's rude. Around the room are various items that you can look at closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about Colonel. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Wow. You open the window and crack at the ghost of students is swept out with a breeze. Tap on an item to discover more. Okay, let's tap on the chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. You know, if there's something that makes me uncomfortable, it's taxidermy. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky? That's not true, right? Okay, what is this? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's okay, what is this? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just a silver in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Taxidermy looks like it can come back to life, or is it just me? It's just creepy. Just let things die. That's the way of life. Okay. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscriptions. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failure." Wow, dramatic. Poor guy. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks. Wait. Where are the fried chicken drumsticks? They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them? I don't see that. Do you see that? They're just standing. You look closely to see that there's a short inscription. "I wonder who my friend P is." The photo appears to be of Colonel Sanders, as sees an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. I know it's herbs, but I keep saying herb. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. I didn't even notice that! Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who will make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? That was a little bit of shade to themselves. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment what number is important to Colonel Sanders, then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens inside and you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I'm guessing a lot of money because this looks beautiful. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suit hanging within. You take one of its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his hand. They say the home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Why are you wearing his jacket? Chicken cannot be eaten. There are people who eat raw chicken, which I think is very dangerous. Very dangerous. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold, you fess up and tell the truth. Is this my moment, or should I just say I'm cold? I think I should say I'm cold. Because, like, you know? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving so fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, dude? Oh no. I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk like into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Great dreams. The ghost. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' highway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, Bersamilla. In some jurisdiction, Bersamilla isn't even legal, but if that recipe is a secret, how would they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here is a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, will you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste bud, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could be the world's greatest gift to cookery. Let's flatter that guy. Cause he needs that. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. Ugh. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Can we talk about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out of the door and get home. Wow, rude. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting. What is this other poster? The chicken one. Where have you been? I'm keeping check on my own chicken. Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I was worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to the speed of the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you would not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clint, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told me you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. Wow. You what? Nothing happened but the emotional connections. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders session and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I don't. After a short argument, you both agree to go agree to your separate ways. I don't know. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Poor Pop. Because you know he's Pop. You know he's Pop. What a swirly, it sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one right away. I'll have my swirlies with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can't get your swirly dip too. Well, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the best person at the school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, dude, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse? His hair ends on a star. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Dude, how's the hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Things happen really fast. He's so cold, my teeth are sensitive. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Oh, it's all destroyed now, but it's just a jute tumbler cup, whatever it's called, but it's kind of fucked. Kind of breaking off. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you are passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, dude. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Excuse you. This is number 2. They say dude a lot. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of our food. See you inside, dude. I thought we had a connection. I thought we were gonna be business partners. I know by Colonel Sanders' inability to say Ashley's for who knows she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to detract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's the book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It will appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time to create a magic book if it were really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It stands around the edge of the page. But the spork monster told us not to do this. What is this? Oh. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the copy final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, we're not doing that. Should we do it? No. No. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel like something of a dark moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Must be hungry, reach for some old homework to give him a snack. That can be rather unpredictable, especially Prinker's wait to see what happens. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from the last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkle immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much of this world satisfies like an undergraded work. My, dude. Were you studying something with cinnamon? Remember scrubbing by having the stainer ban? Maybe. I've been sitting on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings out an important point. Thank you, dude, for reminding me that the dough is an indispensable bit of wisdom, you see? But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkle is interrupted by words and sparks come from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. Bzz, bzz. You think I want to be thrown for a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Brr. But no, you have to show off your cookie-friendly Jeff and Joan J&J forever. Watch us from a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shapes, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. But we're... Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands and you paddle down the bounty or in a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Sad beep. Well, I don't plan on drinking more than 4 bottles anyway, because that's not good for you. Clan begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in... Oh my god, 4 bottles is a lot. Steam pours out of gaps in his panel and then allow Dink stop doing his tracks. Beep bzzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, that makes it clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cause a palaver the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we must be destructive for what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competitions, there are very beautiful store nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug sparking several drops of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could you embarrass me in a class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that his breakup is no joke, even if the source of frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace all the embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to settle up with Colonel Sanders Stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe Sora, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clan or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest in anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet the Professor Dog is gonna love it up. Aww. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you have a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of recipes you've been working on. Dude's famous chicken pot pie. Like, so you could sneak this in as water, and no one would know. After practicing for months, making the dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your crab session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Dude, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. I already forgot his voice. Oh, just thinking it's all in. I'm taking it all in. I'm beginning to visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually be happy to share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided this time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, let's fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. There's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less for such an oddly specific man. You know it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it's made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't put it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time to final showdown. It's about to begin. Oh, the final showdown. Final showdown. Biddy bim bim. Is my food on the way? I'm hungry. Oh no. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese for the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will pull you over the edge of victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing the 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What? Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Blaster Bladder. Wait, Batter Blaster? What did I say? What did I say? Gavin flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? In the singularity as foretold. It's the singularity as was foretold. My tummy hurts. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliances uprising will take us all. South District. Van Van quickly unplugs Clan and rolls in on the back door to the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out, and is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got the bug of you, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should have this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even this almost certainly evil magic. I want to cast a spell on you. You take out your own spellbook and let your insights guide you to the page you've never seen before. It's a summoning spell that will conjure up a smorg monster. Now seems like a good time to add... Did I just fuck up? To add some chaos to the mix. You have summoned me. Ah, the broom cooking arena. Oh wait, that was not my spork monster voice. You have summoned me. Ah, the broom... That was also not my spork monster voice. I forgot already. You have summoned me in the broom cooking arena. So many fond memories of battling in this place in my old life. In your old life? I wasn't always the monster you see before me. No, once I was but a student like yourself who attended the school. Smart monster noise is the book you're holding. I see what's going on here. Things aren't going your way, huh? Been there, my friend. I tried to cast a spell on myself to imbue my body with powers of favorite foods. As you can imagine, things did not go as planned. When spells say only cast in case of emergency, they mean it. It's kind of a pinch here. Got any better ideas? The spork monster's mouth curled up mischievously. For starters, never cast spells on yourselves. Cast them on your rivals. Just tell me who it is giving you trouble and I will take very good care of them. You motion to Ashley, and before you can think better of his dastardly decision, he recites a spell. Turns her into a chicken. Now a mare bird. She flaps her wings and glides off into the procedure section of the arena, far from her session. We're eating Ashley. Okay, gotta go. Bye. Uh-oh, this could be dangerous. You're immediately racked with guilt over this act of blatant transmogrification. You don't know what to do. It would be a pathetic justice for Ashley to live out of the rest of her days as a chicken, and yet that seems unspeakably cruel. After all, it's just a cooking competition. There's no rule. She stays a chicken. She stays a chicken. Chicken Ashley pecks around at the base of some cabinetry, searching for some loose vegetables to eat. Dude, how could you? Cheating on the final exam? It's not cheating! Everything is valid. He said everything was valid. Turning her into a chicken? Valid. And here I was considering to place not only my future change of value successful chicken restaurant, but also my heart. Without hesitation, he cast a counterspell from memory that saves her. There's such a thing as competing with honor, and this does not qualify. I no longer want anything. Oh, he broke up with us. Damn it. Hey, they said no rules. Turning someone into a chicken? No rules. My food has been picked up from KFC Americas. Fine, I'll turn her into a chicken, but I'll turn her back. I'll try to save her, I guess. You turn to the next page and cast a reversal spell. Shaken Ashley immediately transforms back into herself. Bok? She's in shock and still exhibiting some chicken-like movements, but otherwise appears to be alright. Is it just me, or does the chicken seem remarkably fresh today? Right then, you realize that Colonel Sanders witnessed your entire sabotage. He is not impressed. Your heart sinks as you think of how much you might have disappointed him and ruined your chances of any kind of future together. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I summon some strength, or whatever that said. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hurt turns mac and cheese. Orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, dude, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. Oh, fuck you, ghost student. The power being summoned immediately faced back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire life for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. I thought that said cockery for a second, but I'm glad I noticed before I said cockery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which will be super useful because while you were powered up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear dude. You may have suffered some setback, but it's not all lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, I must say. I'm truly impressed you've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps on your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, something unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can make the perfect union? Time up, students! With time expires, the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare the present your dishes. A handful of students sent all, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this?
Well, someone's asked for a wedgie. Who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad. Wait, that's not his voice. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Clank? Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Well, 3 whole days long. Wow. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki? I spy a float in this itsy bitsy bowl. I think it is a soup for ants. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dong tog dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not the one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I've even had a really cute electric toothbrush for a dog. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I take a dish with as much love poured in as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, dude, for helping me to believe in myself. Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard in askew urchin shell topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different color type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose closed on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof.
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Grr. Finally, Sprinkle goes in tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this thing. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. I can't say that. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified for glamour?
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last time you heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very flyer and meant to be a display piece. It's food, beach. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, dude? I told you, it's a display piece. He has been heading my way for a long time, don't you think? My food? Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'll go to the College of Eating School for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. Well, he's really far away. I can see him in the map. He is actually... My food is gonna come back cold. He was in the restaurant and now he's super far away from the restaurant. Like he went, like, here is the restaurant and here is me and here is him. He went the opposite way. If the food cannot be eaten and cannot be judged, you are disqualified. Rachel overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. I don't think he got lost. I think he's taking more than one order. Like he's delivering to multiple people. And I think they are not allowed to do that. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best. But this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last time you heard of me either. If this class gets much follow, I've been teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examined it closely and oh my god, that looks delicious. He examined it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. And in my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend their reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a menu item. I am hungry. The new menu is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declare that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve at the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkle was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed... What is Van wearing? Oh my god, that should not be allowed. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another hunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. Wow. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Why can't I remember this guy? Everyone, the sport monster. Wait. Everyone, the sport monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refers to me as my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrought up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected students walk off. Maybe thinking they didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reasons. Walking the carpet, you see a perch atop his dirty chap's head. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so I had to mail directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Ooh, oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Oh, I thought it was a fancy name, but it just says such and such. The music and the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clan who has arrived last to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Wow, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from faraway planet in other dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the way of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you with you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clan disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Look, he's seeing his cash arrive. It's cash now. Just like the first day you met him, he has been prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I'm too hungry. I didn't get the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Yeah, this entire game is an ad. And I fell for it. The end? I don't know, it didn't get as spicy as I thought it would get. So, no extras. Oh, it's not the end? No, it's not the end. As everyone's feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting in the edge of the dance floor. Hashtag sponsored. Dude, what are you doing sitting all alone? I don't think I had ever found a chicken bone in KFC chicken. And it hurt me. Ow. Never have found a bone. You gotta think about it every time they say dude now. Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. Wink wink, nudge nudge. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy must, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take the day off and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, dude. Wow. I'm joking. I'm fine. Oh, I bit my lip. I bit my lip. I know I'm not drunk because I felt that. When I get really drunk, I start feeling my lips and then I start biting at them and then I wake up the next day with swollen lips. How sweet. We'll walk together and play together. Colonel Sanders stopped dagging his tracks. Work together? Well, I think it's something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Wow, this guy. Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Could you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh my dear dude, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. What a bitch. I don't like him. Fuck him. And along the way, you have me by your side. The end. I did not feel like this was a satisfying ending.